Hi again, Doug here from X-Frames FPV, and today I've got part 2 in a 3-part series on the Flycolor GB210 do-it-yourself kit from GearBest.com. Now, I got this in the mail from GearBest, and I did a previous review on it that was part 1, and we just kind of talked about the different components. And in part 2 here, I'm going to go over kind of what I thought about the build and some of my initial flying experience. Now, not had any experience with the motors, the ESCs. These are all new to me as far as actually putting them in a build. The frame, it's not unlike the real ACC X210 or the Charpu X210, so I kind of knew what to expect there. The build of the frame went completely as you would expect. There was no fit issues, nothing like that, so I didn't have any problems there. The motors, I did put them on my thrust bench, and the review will be up in probably later today. And these performed really well. They're right up there with a lot of the Lumineer 2204 motors, and they're really smooth and nice and tight and really well balanced. I was just really pleased with these motors. And so, you never know. Sometimes you get something on the thrust bench and then you get it out and fly it, and it just doesn't perform the way it does in a kind of a static environment without a real load on it. And so yesterday I got this built. I spent a little time tuning it. I'm going to spend some more time tuning it, and I'll probably post some footage of it flying line of sight. But these motors are really powerful and really well balanced. I say that, that's the second time I've said that, but that's a big thing. When I build something, I'll put it on clean flight, and then I'll run the motors up and check and see how noisy they are, and these are just really good. So I would kind of keep my eye out on these, because these are ones, if you're looking for kind of a budget motor, this is the way to go. Because at this point now, I don't have a lot of experience as far as reliability, but in the past, for me, if they are really well balanced, if the build quality, if they seem really tight, usually the longevity is going to be good with them as well. So I'm happy about those. The ESCs, they work flawlessly. And then the PDB, it's just a standard PDB, had no problem with that, and flight controller, F3 flight controller. So the only modification that I did is the neoprene, like I said, and the antennas. Other than that, that's it. This is exactly how she came. No camera, so I wouldn't normally mount my receiver. Normally, the receiver would go back in here. I'd run like an XSR, that's a smaller receiver, and then my VTX would go up top. But I'm not running a camera in this right now because I wanted to get an idea, really, of how it was the way it comes. And this is the way they sent it to me. I did shorten it. It does come with an XT60. I shortened it, and then I zip tie. See if you can get an idea of that. Zip tie it to the arm, and that way when I mount my lipo, it plugs in. Then it plugs in here, and there's no the lipo XT60 pigtail coming off the lipo is not long enough to hit the prop, so it's a really good way to do it. So overall, guys, I'm really impressed with this. GearBest does not pay me to do this, to review their stuff. They send it to me, and my review is my review. And these motors, I tell you, I'm gonna keep my eye on these, and these would be a good, like I said, if you wanted to do a budget build. I think this is, it's in the 150 area, even less, like 130 something, I think right now. 136 or something like that. I'm not sure. And prices vary based on, what the market does, and also the exchange rate on the dollar and all that silly stuff. But this is a real budget build. You could add FPV. You know, there's FPV systems out there for $40, for even $30. And so you could add that to this and really have a competitive racing drone here. So keep your eye out on it. I do have a link in the description to where you can check this out on GearBest. You can check my website out at xframesfpv.com. That's xframesfpv.com. And again, thanks so much, guys, for all the subscriptions and all the positive comments. And I just have been so happy with how things have progressed and how people are respectful of each other. So I hope you have a great day today, and I hope you get a little time to fly.